Okay, on today's episode of Monza's Board in the Shop, we're going to show you a new power plant for the Pontiac Grand Prix. We were very limited. This is a very budget-friendly car, and I want to prove that to people because everybody thinks it is not. And then after we do this video, we'll show you another video of what I'm doing to it over the winter that's going to make it not a budget-friendly car. The motor is a 370-inch LS motor, stock block, stock LS6 intake, stock coils. It's got a Callie's crank, Callie's rods, diamond pistons, PRC heads. It's nothing extravagant, but I mean it's not junk either. Okay, on today's episode of Monza's Board in the Shop, we're going to show you a new power plant for the Pontiac Grand Prix. And there it is, folks. The motor was built by Thompson Motorsports of Texas. It is not your basic 388 or 427 that they build for everybody. It's a little different, something we're going to try that Kyle, the owner, said they've had really good luck with. So we didn't want to copy off of everybody in the world that's got the others, so we went a little different route.
So why does this car need a new motor?
Last season, we were not the fastest car there. We wasn't behind by a whole lot. We were probably a couple tenths slower than the fastest car there. I just don't see, with the weight of that car, any way to pick up a couple tenths with the motor that's in it and make it live. So we're going to put a little more horsepower in her, bigger blower, Pro Charger, and we're going to make it where we'll probably never use all this power now, but we'll have the power to be the fastest car. And if we take it to the track, which we can, it'll be probably real fast at the track.
Let's talk about the motor.
Frankenstein heads, I think they're 273cc M311 is what they're called. They require a 2-inch primary header, so we're going to have to get different headers for the car. It's got a billet crank, nice rods, nice pistons, nice heads. Just put this balancer on it. That's for the Pro Charger Innovators West balancer. This motor should make 1400 plus to the tires all day long in this car, easy.
Holley intake.
Holley intake, Holley throttle body. I could get the spec sheet out. I just put this coolant crossover kit on it that's made by Nitrous Outlet. We bought the long block, and then I put the intake and the valley pan and the oil pan and pickup and all that stuff on it, front cover, rear cover. We got new injectors coming. They should be here probably Monday or so, I would guess. I mean, we're real close to having it ready to put in. I'm going to start putting the other blower on it and getting it mocked up, get everything mocked up sitting here on the stand so that when we do set it in the car, we know exactly how and where everything's going to go. I'm kind of excited. I mean, look at how little this motor is and how much horsepower to make. It's unreal what these LS motors will do.
Definitely impressive. And you got a whole nother box of parts for this motor.
Yeah. This little motor in this car is pretty impressive for what it is, but and we could have put a bigger blower on it, probably went faster. But we got another car that we'll put this motor in that's coming together. So I figured I'd buy this and put it in there. Wasn't crazy about the chrome oil pan. That's what was available at the time I picked the motor up, so I grabbed it. And you ain't gonna see it anyway. Pretty impressed with this little motor. I'll be real impressed when I see it on the dyno, I'm sure. I know what one just like it just made on the dyno, or real close to it. So. And them guys at Thompson were like golden too. I mean, once I decided to buy it, I had the motor in no time. Kyle the owner, he's a super cool dude.
Definitely a nice piece.
I would have liked to have done an aluminum block, but the aluminum blocks are so hard to get right now. I'm like 4 to 6 months out to get one. I think I got enough places elsewhere I can take some weight off the car in the front to compensate for it. Definitely a nice piece. Kind of excited to get it in. We got a lot of work to do to that car. Whole bunch of work in the front, whole bunch of work in the back. I hope we can have it ready by the time we start filming that. If not, we got a backup plan.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we got. That's going to be the motor for the plan. And like I said, I'm excited to get it in there. We got it full of amsoil, ready to drop in. Like I said, I'm going to do some mocking up some other stuff. And as soon as my backup plan goes out here and does a burnout and makes a pass, then we'll go ahead and tear this car apart. That way we know we're covered. I know how this is going to go. Might end up wanting to do a lot more stuff to this car as we go, so it's probably going to be down a little while. But we got till July, I think, so we should be good.